Have you ever put yourself in those people position to understand what they are going through presently? Like I said, I pay attention to the entire process of the matter that taking place between the people and the state. And there are persons who are not gainfully employed because after the SRNO came from the Ministry of Health and they resist taking the vaccine, they were deemed abandoned in their job. Okay? And when Esther Henry heard the argument across the board from senior Commissioner Astafan and Jomo Thomas and Paulson, she deemed that they was not abandoned in their job, they were forced out. But it is what taking place. But let me ask you something. Do you really consider life without having access to monies, taking care of your bills, sending your children to school? I mean, I know anti saying persons took the vaccine and persons made a sacrifice to take the vaccine. But those persons who refuse to take it from the inner rights, they also have some rights and we should respect the rights. And I am just a bit worried about where we are going with this particular issue surrounding the SRNO for a period of time. I took the vaccine because I was told by the CEO of the Tourism Authority, Glen Beach, that if we don't take the vaccine as taxi operator, they deem us frontline workers. We can't work at the airport. And I don't have any other source of income, so I decided to take the vaccine. If I took it, I was conscious. Yes, I took it out conscious because they give me an ultimatum that you take it or you out. Other persons didn't take the vaccine and they're unemployed at the moment. How they surviving, I don't know. I've been having some challenges for the last couple of weeks. And let me tell you something. It is easy where you have children to go to school, where you have your bills coming up, the bank threatening to take your property because you can't source monies because you're not working to pay your regular bills and so. And all of a sudden, everybody thinks that the ones who took the vaccine think that they made a sacrifice because they have to. The ones who didn't take it, what are you saying now about what's taking place with the issue surrounding the code, where the Prime Minister, who is a lawyer by profession, who is the Minister of Legal Affairs, telling you to your face that, hey, Wappen, I plan to go the long road as far as the Privy Council because I want to be guided. That may be his position. But what about the persons who are suffering? Have you ever given those people any thought and wonder how they're making it to where they are today? Have you ever considered, are you just say, well, I took the vaccine, we BB, and I ain't care. But no, that we shouldn't have that attitude at all. Because we tell you something. All of us make investment, and again, is what it is. What is taking place in today's situation, so many people not working, it is challenging. You could imagine you out of a job for 16 months and then you hear the court rule in your favor, then you hear that the government appeal and plan to apply for stay, got this stay, so you put the whole process on hold that you should be where you are at the moment not working. And then the Prime Minister came and he said, well, I'm challenging the situation because I don't think Esco Henry is perfectly right. And he said to you, you have to reapply. If Esco Henry is right, you don't have to reapply. But let's say the Prime Minister is making an avenue and say that you should reapply. I am making a suggestion to you. Reapply for your job. Let's settle and swallow some of our pride because you know why it is to be unemployed. You teachers, you police officers, other persons who are the frontline workers, and the general public and the public service persons, just reapply for your job. The time will come when you will be compensated for your 16 months that you didn't work or whatever time you didn't work. I am wondering how people are making it. If you listen and you find yourself in a position where you didn't take the vaccine and you are not employed, tell us how you deal with the situation. Are you frustrated because you're not getting enough money to take care of your mortgage, take care of your monthly payments, take care of your children going to school or going to university? And then you hear the Prime Minister say, well, come home, reapply for your job. But according to Esco Henry, you were never really fired. So those persons who went back to their job and they were told, check the permanent secretary, check the public service union, check there. It's a whole heap of complications surrounding what took place in recent times. And imagine the appeal court should be sitting sometime in July, if not in December. Let's say it ruled in your favor, the ones who are unemployed, then the Prime Minister indicated that he's going straight to the Privy Council. That will take some time. So to soften the effect, let's swallow your pride and reapply for your job. Let's see if they will respond as the Prime Minister say and give you back your job. You may say, I can't get a substantial post that I had. Well, take what you get until you what you should rightly deserve. Because I mean, know it have a lot of people who are catching hell, who are scraping the bottom of the barrel. They found themselves in that position because they think that the inalienable rights was infringed on. When they say that take the vaccine, it is not mandatory, but they strongly suggest that you take the vaccine. So you didn't take it, and they say that you abandoned your job because you didn't go and take the vaccine. Okay? Take it into consideration. It is not mandatory, but it is strongly recommended that you take the vaccine. Wait, you didn't take the vaccine, so you're unemployed. No avenue for you to gain some money is to fulfill your weekly, monthly application to your banks and credit unions and things. So I'm in a position, I'm offering my opinion and my advice. Take the Prime Minister for what it's worth. She and say Dr. Thompson and Christian had a fruitful discussion on Monday. Okay? Let's try to make this one fruitful in your position that you find yourself. Forget about the cry baby attitude. Forget about what Sian and other persons may say. Let's put your pride together and get back your job. The Prime Minister say, reapply. I find it strange that they say you won't fire, but you abandoned your job, but they ask you to reapply. I personally feel that the Prime Minister could cushion the effect and say, let's reinstate all the workers with their conditions and the benefits intact. But what you say, you encourage them to do the right thing, but yet they have to reapply. That may put them in a position where they will be identified and say you're playing stubborn. We are choosing certain people to reapply, and those who will reapply and is in favor with the thoughts of the authorities, you will probably get back your job. But for those of you like Mr. Ballantyne, you think the authorities is going to sit lightly and just re-employ Mr. Ballantyne? What about Mr. Custom Officer from King Garden? What about the tall custom officer?
So what are you saying exactly? You're encouraging them to reply, and then you're saying they're not going to get back their jobs if they reply? Some of them reapply?
I hope that the government didn't use the word reapply, just reinstate them. You have a call?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Mr. DeFreitas, good morning.
Yeah, morning, sir.
How are you?
Everything is okay, man.
Nice. Christal, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Kingsley, I think the Prime Minister should just forget about this whole thing we're going on with. They lost the case. He should say, these are my people, I love my people. Let me
You just wake
give
up?
them what they deserve.
You just wake up? Are you still you just wake up, are you still dreaming? You have a long time to wait on that.
No, that's what the Prime Minister should do, man. You know?
Well, let's
Forget
hope.
about this whole courting and stalling, and because people are suffering, as you say, Kingsley.
But of course, I know people suffering. I know people in my area who are going for the employer because they choose not to take the vaccine. They can't even come inside the house because I think they probably get the better of them. So I'm hoping that they take their life. And I'm also hoping I hear from Mr. Weeks to make a passionate plea for the persons to take
Boy,
back their jobs.
you know, Kingsley, in a easy when you wake up and don't know where to turn to feed your kids or your family or pay your bills, and it's frustrating.
Yes, I tell you that.
Even we who are working and sometimes find it still hard to meet ends,
Yes, yes,
much less who don't have it at all. It's not an easy situation.
yes.
And people who have been teaching all their life, that is their profession. It come like a new start over life for all these people. It's not. You see, a lot of people who don't feel the pressure will say something different. Oh, they should have this, they should have that. But if the shoes was on your foot, what would you've been saying?
Yes, 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 yes.
It's not easy, man. Kingsley, I'm listening to you always. I'm in Canada, so
Oh,
always listening to you.
I really appreciate you calling and expressing your thoughts, okay?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yes,
So the
sir.
prime minister should just throw all these things and say these are my people. I love my people as he always say, and do the right thing, man.
Okay, then,
And
all right.
Kingsley, me now wake up, eh? Okay.
All right. Thank you so
All right,
much.
then, all right, yeah.
Have a good
All
day.
right, right.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Crystal. How are you?
I'm all right. Thank you so much. How are you?
Yeah, I am blessed, thank you, and more
Wonderful.
so content. Good morning, Mr. DeFreitas. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm okay, Anta. I'm okay. I don't know your position. I hope you're not going to maintain that this morning.
You do what?
I don't know your position and people take the vaccine and you think that they made the ultimate choice. I hope that you
Well,
have a
here
thought.
now. I wanna ask you this first. Are you in love with me or my name?
The name.
And I know it's me you're talking about because you saw Shola Vincent. I never come across nobody with the name Anta. You understand? And here, I am not the only person who took that position and then you single me out. So that's why I want to know which one you're in love with, me or my name.
The name.
But here is Kingsley. I done a fool already, yeah? So here what happened. Nobody can fool me. Anybody who could fool me, they'd have to be a bigger fool or a better fool than I am. Right? No, you're laughing. I'm serious. You understand? Because, as I said the last time we discussed this, that choices come with consequences. You hear me? And if people know, I'm not saying that people ain't suffering enough because the last time I made a statement and your favorite caller misunderstood what I was saying and she took me to task and you sit down there and you listen to her taking me to task because, well, she didn't call me name, but I made the statement. And my mother used to say, if you wait to hear your name call, you won't hear it. That because I have it made. All I was saying and what I meant is that I do not get anything from the government of St. Vincent. I live by the through the government. So you said it is because of that that I want to oppress people. So all I was trying to tell you and her that I ain't collecting a salary, I ain't collecting nothing from the government. So I can't oppress nobody. It's not like I getting a salary and the other people weren't getting on. You feel me where I'm going? So that's all that I wanted to say, but the teachers and whoever workers decide to make the decision, Kingsley, and they know that they had mortgage to pay. Kingsley, listen to me, and I use an Anta because I can't use nobody else. And because you call my name, so let me use you. I work hard in this country, Kingsley, and I decided I coming back home. And here I got into business. But I realized, Kingsley, that in a supermarket, in a mini mart, if you buy a case of corned beef, Crystal and Kingsley, and you eat one, you go on into the profit and principle. And if I eat a sweetie out of it, I used to say, you know what I did? I know I couldn't live by that, and I have light bill and so to be. So every morning I used to wake up 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock, and load my trolley with snacks to go that have to pay me because I couldn't live out the market. So when you're going to think, Kingsley, about something, as you said, you live by the airport. Figuratively speaking, that's you live in. And they ask if you didn't have to take the vaccine, Kingsley. You could have sit down and think, well, I want to do something else. But that's all you do in your life, so then you make the sacrifice, ain't it?
Yes, I made
And let me
I
tell you
made the
something,
sacrifice,
Father would answer
but I'm
years,
having
years
second
ago.
thoughts idea though.
I used to sell in my tray and I got an opportunity to go to Barbados. I left 4 jobs that I was doing, making how much money. Think I gone better. Only to find when I go there, they offer me $30 a week. And when I babysit the Thursday night and the Saturday night, they would pay me $100. And I said, but look, I leave St. Vincent to do. But I kind of shame to come back. And you know what I do? I did all kind of a thing, Kingsley. They had a bread shop. I start go down by the Coronage and I would buy mango and little bananas. Ask them if I could put it in the bread shop. They say yes. They had a whole set of tambourine tree in the back. I make tambourine syrup. I make tambourine ball. And I put I saved it. And when I leave them, I start with traffic. I had enough money that I came home. You have to think about what you want to do. I could have come back St. Vincent, but then I say, okay, now let me stick it out a little bit. So they know what they do, so don't call me name. It's not that I'm sorry for them, but they made the choice, Kingsley, with me. And before I did walk off the job, I had done thinking then, well, what I could do, as Christal was saying some morning ago, make some fudge. You could do anything at all. Buy something and sell. Do something. I go and sit down in the corner, but here what happened? They follow your favorite lawyer, the only lawyer that you think that is impartial.
The best
He
lawyer.
getting paid.
The best lawyer.
You understand? And they studying that. The opposition leader, he go in parliament once a month and he get pay Kingsley. The union leaders, they collect their money. And you know what hurt me why I say nobody can fool me? They took the vaccine. You understand? And then you're coming in line with me who decide I'm taking it. But let me tell you something. I love guns off to the bone. But here they say he couldn't get me to do that because I'd have a placard in front of him. Comrade, this line is not for you. This is for the unvaccinated. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, but what if I have to
So
quit?
it's not that I'm sorry for them. So
If I
don't
have to if I
call
have
my
to
name with no position.
if I have to
I'm sorry for them, but they had a right to think.
okay, so they
And if
must
you decide to make the decision, it's their right, Kingsley. I'm dogging nobody
so they
that
must
didn't take the vaccine. But then you have to know that you have to have a backup
so
because
they,
you don't know which way it will turn. In the meantime, you think about something you have children to put food on the table for. All right, my friend.
right, take care, enjoy
All
the
right,
rest of your
thank
Everything
you.
day.
okay?
Yeah, everything all right.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Everything is okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm alive,
Okay.
so that's a good sign.
Yeah, well, I mean, because you're alive, that everything is okay. But you know what I'm being specific,
Yeah, well,
specific about. But
I know what you're being specific about, and I am also saying to you, the people who listen, the people who suffer because of your government policies with the SRNO and the vaccine are suffering. Okay, just remember that
what? They suffering because of me, you say?
they're suffering because you upset this policy that was dished out by the ministry and the prime minister. So
Well,
all
you
is
know,
singing from the same
Kingsley,
song
it
sheet.
doesn't matter why I say now. You too hot to handle sometime and too cold to hold. So hey, all I have to do at times is to just let go. But I'd repeat myself, I don't understand how you could say that because me Robin none of you out of nothing in St. Vincent.
You
Look what part I did.
know,
You understand?
yes,
Me ain't
yes.
collecting no pension, me ain't collecting nothing for me self and I else forget because we never contribute. Because I was told that I can't get two pension when I get older.
Under your
I can't collect one here and collect one in St. Vincent.
under
So I
your
choose here.
under your watch DNA is struggling, eh?
And here what happened? I pay taxes in St. Vincent because I have a property.
Okay.
You understand?
Right. So that entitled
So my
you.
tax money go still have to pay them and pay Jomo.
So,
You're impartial. Yeah.
Okay.
All the money where you have to collect, my taxes still have to pay.
you working for it,
Anyway,
innit?
I got.
All right.
Crystal,
Yes, ma'am.
have a good weekend.
Same to you.
Kingsley,
Thank
I
you.
will speak to you and tell your favorite caller for stop laughing. And oh, Kingsley, before I forget, I can't tell you this off there because you ain't gonna listen to me. I hang up the phone, but you gotta listen to me here. You sit down there, start whichever one it is, and hear your favorite caller say, "We the people of St. Vincent put the ULP in power. And Kingsley, did that slip you by, or you allow it to pass you by?
Allow it to pass.
Because you have to.
Yeah.
Because I would have asked her as a host and an NDP supporter. I'd say, but wait, I didn't know that you vote the ULP.
She voted the last election.
And then I show every day you on radio. Very rare that you wouldn't say that William tell you this and William tell you that. And I sure that William tell you, if you're too young to remember, what used to go on in the olden days with politics, but you sit down there and listen to she saying that since this ULP get into power, the nation have divided. Well, here they say, I used to hold my mother fractal and go down the market, and I used to hear big head kettle, McGuffey head kettle, cucumber who heal Joshua, and who is doll baby, who can't have children, and who used to bring all the girls them from Sunday day, and who look like horse and all of that. And when election time, you see, you're walking through the yard, but here you see fence start to choke there, and flowers that telling you don't pass here. You understand? So,
Yes.
and you sit down there and allow she to say that it's only the ULP divided the nation. And when then you say, but we supported the ULP blindly, Kingsley, you better put on your glasses. I love you and leave you, my dear. Or I would leave you loving you. I'm gone.
All right, take
Talk
care.
to you later.
Right.
Bye.
And with that, we're going to take a break, run some commercials, and come right back right here on Activated Mornings for today, Friday.
Census 2023. They're counting you, they're counting me. Attention Vincentians, the 2023 Population and Housing Census is on. They're counting you, they're counting me. Census Day is June 15th, 2023. The data collection period runs from June 16th to September 15th, 2023. Your call, the enumerators is vital. Do not turn them away. Give truthful information. The information collected will benefit the whole country. Remember, on this we must be united. Stand up and be counted. Stand up and be counted.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's a whole new world out there. Reaching new customers and getting products faster. That's what it's all about. Ocean freight rates are skyrocketing, so don't pay more for slower service. It's time to switch to faster, more reliable air cargo service with SkyMax Cargo. Up to 3 flights weekly to and from the USA, Puerto Rico, and the Caribbean islands, providing excellent import, export, and e-commerce solutions to put you ahead of the competition. For special low rates on small packages and air cargo, contact SkyMax today. 784-456-5400. Local agents SwiftPack Interprime Cargo. Call 784-456-5400 to book your shipments today.
SPG, the season we all love is here once again. Get ready for the official launch of Vincy Mash 2023 on Saturday, May 6th, Victoria Park. Check out the family fun city from 10 in the morning with loads of attractions, bumps and castles, go-cats, face painting, and so much more. Fun for the entire family. Then from 7 in the PM, it's the official launch event at Carnival City, featuring mass presentations and guest performances by some of SPG's top artists. Admission adults $10, $20 from 7 p.m. Kids absolutely free. And yes, you can take a jump or even bust a wine. Be part of the whistle stops, simultaneously coming out of Baga and coming down from country. From 11 in the morning, straight into Kingston. It's the official launch of Vincy Mass 2023, Saturday, May 6th, inside Victoria Park. Vincy Mass, the hottest carnival in the Caribbean.
A storm or hurricane can cause extensive damage and tremendous loss. There can be flooding, landslides, and lightning strikes. Are you protected? What about an earthquake? volcanic eruption, a tsunami, or even a bushfire. Are you protected? Century Insurance protects you, your family, your home, your business. Talk to one of our friendly agents today. Call our Kingstown office at 456-2247 or Beckway 458-3855 or contact our representative, Mr. Jason Sargent, in the Bayshore Mall in Beckway at 454-4260. Call Century Insurance. We can protect you. Century Insurance. Upstairs, the First St. Vincent Bank building in Kingstown.
Declare God's praises in the island.
It's the Digicel National Gospel Showcase. Sunday, April 30th at the Russell's Auditorium. One night of great gospel entertainment featuring the best of SVG in song, dance, and drama. Psalmist Donna Pine from the BVI and out of Barbados, international gospel artist Nisha Woods.
Somebody say fire, fire, fire. Oh, fire. Cause Holy Ghost fire deep down in my
Showtime, 6 p.m. Admission only $3. It's the Digicel National Gospel Showcase, Sunday, April 30th at the Russell's Auditorium. SVG Gospel Fest is sponsored by Digicel, Value Pack, Century Insurance, Jeku, SVG TCCU, ASL Auto and Real Estate, LA Unique Upholstery, Korean Divine Design, Island Sips Water, EarlInnis.com, the Russell's Auditorium, and it's radio.
I'm not ashamed. I was looking for a cough syrup, looking for a drug to help this pain here in my throat. I needed something fast to help me with my cold. Then I turned around and there you go. I went into the store and I found what I needed when I shouted Superhero.
Super Health Pharmacy. We're located on Grenville Street, formerly Isles Boutique. Come in and check out our wide variety of over-the-counter prescriptions, medications, personal care products, and much more. Take advantage of our free delivery services, blood pressure, sugar, and cholesterol testing. Open Mondays to Thursdays from 8 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Fridays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call or WhatsApp us at 497-8737 or 457-8737. Super Health Pharmacy. Your health is our priority.
And I found what I needed when I shouted Superhero.
99.9, the heart and soul of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. WEFM is SVG.
All right, good morning and welcome back to Activated Mornings for today, Friday. Now, Unicommerce St. Vincent Limited wishes to advise the general public that its Quartz Ready Cash Servitech branches will open at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, the 2nd of May 2023, to facilitate a general staff meeting. Customers are invited to shop with us online at www.shopquartz.com to enjoy the best deals and offers. Bills can be paid at any BOSVG location or any post office throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The management and staff of Unicommerce St. Vincent Limited sincerely apologizes for any inconvenience caused and look forward to serving you again. And Quartz will be joining us as well in about 5 minutes. So let's continue. Somebody said on the WhatsApp, number 1, there are rules you follow when you are an employee. Number 2, you can't decide what you want and what pleases you and then think you have a right to be employed. Number 3, if you are employed by, let's say, a local fast food restaurant and the uniform is blue and you turn up in yellow, should you be there? Yes, life is tough. The time you spend complaining could be put to better use. And yes, life is tough everywhere. Let's see if there's anything. Okay, not sure what that means. Somebody asked, I think you answered it though. What is stopping the same people from applying back for their jobs? Actually, no, you didn't answer it. You just encourage them to reapply. So that's another question. What is stopping them from reapplying?
I hope it's not their pride. I hope they reapply and get back their jobs. And when the time comes, they will put the whole country on notice, especially the politicians, because let me tell you something, Christal. I am disappointed And I'm hoping that people flood the WhatsApp with messages and call. Because I can't be fighting your fight for you. You sit down there and they ain't doing anything. You have to call and make sure that the people in the ministry and make sure that the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister press secretary who don't think that we deserve a food or discussion only when that comes to here. Flood the airway. Let people know that they're frustrated. I mean, the first WhatsApp you read, is that really a comment or a comparison? People lost their job. Mean going on, some people just they like my friend answer. Once they go in their way, they don't concern about anybody else. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. Anyhow, 4579994. Send your thoughts and let us know how you're making ends meet in these challenging times where you or deem abandoning your job. Okay? And take me advice. We apply for your job, okay? We apply for your job.
All right, so calls coming through. This call has to be 1 minute. Hello, good morning.
Hey, morning,
Morning.
Christal.
So
Morning,
we only have a
Kingsley.
minute to spare because we have courts in 1 minute
Yes,
after.
I want you to call back.
Hello?
I want you to call back after calls.
Oh, okay, Kingsley.
Yes.
All right, Christal.
All
I'm
right.
trying to do that.
All right,
Yes.
no problem.
All right.
Right. So I'm hoping that Mr. Weeks will take the opportunity to call back and make a passionate plea for persons to reapply. And he has an experience and he will tell you exactly how to go about it. I think that you should reapply. I think you should put your pride aside and do what is expected of you by the Prime Minister and get back your job. You will be compensated when the time is right. When this process is completed, you will say, I did what I had to do. I didn't take the vaccine. I was given an opportunity. I suffered, blah, blah, blah. So I'm hoping that person's take their job. When you ready for me, Christal,
Yeah. All right, so let's take a break now. Right, and court is gonna call in. Let's play this one and come right back.
It's time to trade in that old lounge set for a brand new one at Quartz on Thursday 27th, Friday 28th, and Saturday 29th April. Get 30% off any lounge set with your trade-in. It's easy to take advantage of this offer. First, take a photo or video of your old lounge set. Next, go on down to your nearest Quartz store and purchase your new lounge set. Then, we will deliver your new lounge set. No cash, no problem. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and you pay nothing for 30 days. Plus, stay protected for up to 4 years with Super Shield extended warranty. This is a deal you don't want to miss. Conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home.
All right, it's courts time right about now. Courts and Vincent Limited, they're going to call us live. Let us know exactly what's coming up and exactly what they have in store for us. All right, then. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Crystal.
Hi, Lisa.
A very pleasant morning to you. How are you today?
I'm doing well for the time. How are you?
Okay. I'm fine, thank you. It's the last Friday in the
Yes, it
month
is.
of April. So we're headed into a new month very, very soon. But I want to say a very special good morning to all the listeners at WEFM, especially all of our courts customers. I've met persons, throughout the mainland and the Grenadines who've told me, I listened to you at Crystal on WEFM and I'm hearing you. So for all those persons who met me and indicated that, I want to say a special good morning to you as well.
Nice.
So it's the last Friday, as I mentioned. Some persons have their accounts that they need to pay. So for those persons who are heading into Kingston who need to make their payments on their account, if you happen to come to the store and it looks a little busy, the line is a little long, remember that there are other options. So you can either visit our Ready Cash branch, which is directly opposite the General Post Office in Kingstown. You can make your payment there, or you can do your payment online via BOSVG or by the last I'm trying to remember the name. Republic Bank. The bank's changing the name so often you can't even keep up. So you can make your payments online as well. Or you can go to any of the post offices that are located, whether on the mainland or in the Grenadines, and you can make your payments there. All right, so just putting that out to those persons who are listening. For those persons as well who are interested in getting a cash loan, I know it's the end of the month and persons have gotten paid, but for some persons, the paycheck done. Right? I mean, that's just the hard and fast and the reality of a lot of things. So if it is that you need some extra money, remember that we have our Ready Cash store that you can visit, or you can even visit the branch here if you need a payday loan, or you need a microfinance loan, or you need a regular cash loan. We have different loans available for you. So you just need to come in and have a conversation with one of our CSRs, and they can work with you to see how we can get that cash in your hands. We start our first phase of our carnival promotion with Red, because as you know, Christal, I saw somebody doing a countdown. I think it's like, what, 10 Tuesdays? It was 10 Tuesdays this week before carnival or something like that. I mean, it's literally right around the corner. And this is one time of the year where people just let go and they just want to enjoy themselves. So if you need to get a cash loan for your costume and even all these different events, gosh, I can't keep up, Christal. It's like every day I see a new event coming out for carnival. So if you want to buy your early bird tickets and you need some cash, you can also get that cash loan from us because we have reduced interest rates on our Ready Cash loans. Our phase 2 of that promotion will start from the 1st of June, where we will have costumes and tickets for shows and a whole number of other niceties that we'll be offering for our other phase of the promotion. So right now, we're doing our reduced interest rate on cash loans. Talking about Carnival, I just want to say a very special thank you to Union Island. We went down there around Easter, and we dipping our hands in another new thing. So we did some sponsorships with some private promoters. So we teamed up with Honorable Promotions in Union, and we took part in their Castaway event, which was absolutely fantastic. It was nice to be able to go down to the Grenadine Islands and to show our face and to support the event that's down there. So next up will be Vinci Mass, because we want to take part in that as well. And we have partnered with Adrenaline Mass Camp. So look out to or stay tuned and follow our Facebook pages. You will get more details. I just want to highlight as well that one of our influencers, Kian Constance, is also offering special packages for persons who sign up with Adrenaline Mass.
Oh, nice.
So if you want to get fit into your costumes, and those costumes, my gosh, you really have to make sure you're slim and trim to fit and to carry it off really nicely. So if you want to do that, please reach out to Kian at Island Wide Fitness. And I'm telling you, he is a beast, but in a good way. He will make sure that you shed all those extra pounds for Carnival. We have a short chat promotion that we're running from Saturday yesterday, and it ends on Saturday. It's our trade in and save. So we're offering persons the opportunity to trade in your old furniture. You get 30% off on your credit purchase and 20% off on your cash purchase. So if it is that you have a chair set or a dining set or any furniture piece that you really need to get rid of and you're looking to change it up, this is a great opportunity to do that because we don't always have these trade-in promotions often. They're far and in between, and when they pop up, persons really tend to gravitate towards them because it's a great deal. I mean, we take your old furniture, we can discard of it for you, and you get a discount off of a new one.
Nice.
So that's a great offer right there. All right, so please visit the store. We have quite a number of new pieces that we've gotten in, and very conservative but very classy pieces as well that will match a lot of neutrals that will, that earth tone that will go with just about any color. We have colors like that. We have the wooden finish. We have the glass and metal finish if you're looking for an industrial style. So we have quite a number of varying styles and ranges and prices for you to choose from. And again, remember that that trade-in discount is, I mean, it's an added benefit for you to come in right now and take advantage of that campaign. Our optical department has their glam promotion up to 50% off. Remember, our eye testing is free, continues to be free. So we want you to take advantage of that. Remember that early detection is key when it comes to your eyes, and you cannot go into the store and buy a pair of eyes. Right? I mean, that is how important they are. So if you don't take care of them, you don't check them, then God forbid if something happens to them down the road, then, you know, there is nothing that you can do, because some of these situations cannot be reversed. So there's no harm in making an appointment. It's free, as I said. You come in, you check it. We check your eyes, we check your pressure, we check your sugar, we check everything. It's a comprehensive test. And we also offer the opportunity to take out your glasses on hire purchase. So if you don't have the cash up front and you have been prescribed a pair of glasses but you don't have the money up front to do it, we can work with you to give you the glasses on a credit purchase, right? Or if you want to pay half up front, you pay the other half when you collect your glasses. That can be arranged as well. And I just want to highlight here that we did our Brighter View initiative. It started last year. We did a number of touch points. We did Union Island twice. I think we gave out about a total of 20 glasses to students down there free of cost.
Nice.
We also, on the mainland, gave out, I think it was around August, September last year, we gave out to about maybe 20 or 25 students as well throughout the mainland in different schools, glasses as well, both primary and secondary school students. And we have headed over to Kanawan, where we have 16 recipients who will be getting their new glasses free of cost as well next week, Tuesday, when our team member visits the island. Sorry, next week, Wednesday. When you put our value to the glasses that we've given out, because it's about a little over 60 glasses we've given out free, it is well over $25,000. And I'm just putting a ballpoint figure. It's a lot more than that, but I mean, imagine over 60 children who could not see getting glasses free. And we're happy to be able to offer this this initiative to the schools. We will continue to do it. It's not a one-off situation, but it happens in phases. So we will obviously put out the information to the public again when we restart our program for our Brighter View initiative. But we encourage parents to bring their kids in, get their eyes tested. Sometimes you notice that their handwriting is deteriorating and so on, and you don't know what it is. It could very well be that they can't see. Today as well, we are partnering with the Technical College. They are doing a cook-off for their students. And I tell you, I'm so excited about this because, firstly, not everybody is academically inclined. Some persons have a knack for a skill, and we're happy to be able to encourage the students to look at a different field. Right? So we are offering prizes today to the participants. I can't wait to go out and see what happens at the event. And eat and sample. I mean, that's the best part, right?
I know.
I love when we can get involved in different projects like this, because it shows the diversity of the company and how much we are willing to support. We just did a project a couple of weeks ago as well in Kanawan, where we partnered with the Kanawan Primary School, and we did a greenhouse project for them so that they can have food sustainability for their school feeding program. So Coach is not just about selling, and I want to put that out there. It's about giving back to the communities that we serve, and we will continue to do that. But we can only do that when our customers and the Vincentian public supports us. right? Because it's when we get support from the public that we are now able to offer that back to the communities.
All right.
And before I go, two things. Next week, Tuesday, we're going to be open a little later to the public. We have a general staff meeting next week, Tuesday, to welcome our new senior manager. We have been without a senior manager, a permanent senior manager, for a little while since the death of our previous senior manager, Michelle Samuel. So we have a new person joining us. She is St. Lucian. Her name is Janelle Jean. And we are looking forward to working with her. So we're going to meet her on Tuesday. So we apologize to the public that we will open a little late. However, there are, as I mentioned in the beginning, there are other outlets that you can go to if you need to make your payments. But we will be open from 10 o'clock on Tuesday morning. Right? So apologies in advance for that. But we ask you to please bear with us as we try to transition into working with our new leader so that we can give you and offer to the public a better service. All right, so Christal, it's a long weekend.
It is.
Enjoy your weekend.
Same to you.
All the best to the persons who are listening. Please be safe on the roads. I always tell people, please do whatever you do in moderation. All right, so have a great weekend, Christal, and I'll touch base with you again next week, Friday.
All right. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful weekend.
All right, bye-bye.
All righty then. And that was Lisa from Court St. Vincent Limited with just about 15 minutes of sponsored talk. It's 8:58. We're going to play their commercial, and then we're going to head straight into the ECCB bank rates and last night's Play 4 and 3D draw results.
It's all about the glam with stylish new frames from Quartz Optical. Shop today for up to 50% off and pay nothing.